Hello my friend, welcome back to Trending Viral Recaps. In this video I will recap a metaverse-type film about a virtual reality genius who hides the keys to his fortune in a game that he designed for a worthy player to find after his death. A teenager named Wade sets out on a quest to find the keys and the fortune. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy the story recap, and if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe now for more story recaps like this. In the year 2045, we open in a spot named The Stacks in Columbus, Ohio. Wade Watts lives with his Aunt Alice and her partner Rick in a low-income neighborhood with a number of precariously stacked trailers and vehicles. Wade, like millions of others, finds himself fleeing into the Oasis, a virtual reality environment where people can enter as avatars to play video games, occupy themselves, and seek pleasures they couldn't obtain so easily in the real world. The Oasis, created by gregarious games James Halliday and Ogden Morrow, is a virtual world where anyone may do anything and be anyone. If you gather items in the Oasis and your avatar dies, you will lose everything, just like in a video game. Wade's avatar in this universe is Parzival, and he frequently interacts with each, a massive muscular mechanic, as well as Samurai Dato and Fighter Show, despite never meeting them in person. Wade enjoys deciphering a contest that James Halliday organized before he passed away. A video was released after his death, detailing how he had concealed an Easter egg within the Oasis. There would be 3 challenges to complete, each with its own key. Whoever obtains all 3 keys and the egg will inherit Halliday's personal fortune of $500 billion, as well as complete control over the Oasis. Wade typically searches on his own, despite the fact that several egg hunters have partnered up to search. Gregarious Games' major competition, IOI, is their main competitor. Though the company's CEO Nolan Sorrento makes most of his money from devices and other gear that allow people to enter the Oasis, he wants to locate the egg to maximize the amount of influence and money IOI can gain from the virtual world. Several people looked for the keys with Seal, but after 5 years, the only thing found was the first challenge, a racing game set in a replicated New York City. Wade and each attempt to speed through the event once more, but no one can get past King Kong near the finish of the challenge, as they always do. Wade is also captivated by a female rider on a bike from the film Akira during the race. R3Miss, a well-known gamer and Sixer fixer, is shortly revealed to him. Wade persuades each to assist R3Miss in repairing her bike following the race. Wade and R3Miss talk about Halliday and his challenge in each's garage. While Wade thinks he'd spend the money on items, Artemis maintains he's terrified of zeroing out and losing everything. Wade remembers R3Miss comments and heads to the Halliday Journals, an area in the Oasis that serves as a personal tribute to Halliday. Wade sees a flashback in which Halliday and Morrow discuss the future of their creation with the help of a mechanical curator. Halliday claims he despises regulations and wishes they could be reversed. When Wade returns to the initial challenge, he reverses the throttle on his DeLorean time machine, revealing a subterranean roadway that leads him beneath the obstacle, past Kong, and into Central Park. He then encounters Anorak, who bestows the copper key, 100,000 coins, and a hint upon him. Wade spends his newly acquired wealth on a shopping spree before informing R3Miss, each, Dato, and Show of the challenge's secret. Wade spends his free time pondering the clues about a creator who despises his own creation in a leap not taken, but comes up empty-handed. At IOI, a number of board members express their concern to Sorrento now that Parzival's name has been added to the board. In their desire to gain more money from the Oasis, the businessman, on the other hand, is very positive there is nothing to be concerned about. Despite this, Sorrento enters the Oasis, where he meets IR0K, a bounty hunter. Sorrento employs IR0K to take out Parzival after obtaining a powerful item known as the Orb of Asuvox from him. Wade's next visit to the Halliday Journals is met with a swarm of fans until R3Miss arrives and helps him disguise himself. The two then go into the journals and watch a tape of a meeting between Halliday and Morrow prior to the launch of the Oasis. In the memory, Halliday recalls taking a woman named Karen Underwood out on a date, but instead of going dancing, he brought her to see a movie. Kira later married Mara, but Wade adds that despite her apparent importance in both of their lives, this is the only mention of her name in the journals. The curator mulls it over, but concludes that the analysis is correct. Wade receives a quarter as well as an invitation from Art3Miss to visit the Distracted Globe, a unique club designed by Halliday. While Wade is ecstatic to meet Art3Miss, each warns him that she could be using him or that Art3Miss could be a dude. Art3Miss brings Wade out onto a zero-G dancing floor at the Distracted Globe, believing that the leap not taken is linked to both owning the copper key and leaping into the abyss. This doesn't work, but Wade begins to reveal his affections to Art3Miss while in zero-G, eventually telling her his real name. IOI crashes the celebration, intending to assassinate Wade before the bounty hunter can strike. He and Art3Miss manage to flee, but not without almost losing their lives. Art3Miss reveals that her father perished in an IOI loyalty center while attempting to pay off debt, and that she can't afford to be sidetracked from her mission to find the egg and potentially prevent additional suffering to others. IR0K conducts additional investigation and quickly provides Sorrento Wade's whole profile. Sorrento had Wade's avatar piped into his office, according to the IOI board of directors. Wade is offered a lot of incentives by Sorrento, including a $25 million prize if he can help the business uncover the egg. Wade, on the other hand, is unconvinced by the offers and declines, but not before Sorrento admits that he knows where Wade lives and plans to destroy it. Wade hurries out of his secret hiding spot to tell his aunt and her partner. But it's too late. The stack on which their home is built bursts and crashes to the ground. Wade then tries to contact his pals, but is knocked out by an unidentified man with a tattoo on his face. Wade is confronted by Art3Miss, whose real name is Samantha Cook, when he wakes up. She and a few others have a base of operations around the stacks and IOI. While she appears to be bothered by a huge blemish on her face, Wade assures her that he is unconcerned. Samantha feels she may have figured out what the first challenge's hint meant as they discuss in private. The party gathers their buddies and returns to the journals to inquire about the films that Halliday may have brought Kira to on her date. The Shining, according to Wade, is one of his favorites. Its creator, like the hint, despised what he had created. The curator arranges for the group to stay at the Overlook Hotel in the film. Each braves a lot of terrible situations, but when they hear music coming from one of the rooms, they begin to doubt their initial notion that a specific key in the video might be what they're seeking for. They come across Kira, who is dancing with a group of zombies over a big pit. The leap not taken, Art3Miss thinks, was Halliday referring to not taking the step to be with Kira. She eventually makes it past the zombies and invites Kira to dance. Anorak then appears and hands her the jade key and the following clue. The rest of the party soon receives their own jade key, only to be followed in by a swarm of Sixers, who are then attacked by the horrors of The Shining. Sorrento now knows that Wade is still alive, thanks to this latest revelation. Nail Zandor, one of his associates, is dispatched to track down the group. She eventually tracks down one of Samantha's associates and follows him to her hidden location. Wade tries to persuade Samantha to accompany him on his escape, but she sacrifices herself so that he can escape, and informs their friends to assist him. Samantha is subsequently confronted by Nail, who states that IOI now owns her outstanding debts, earning her a ticket to the one place Samantha despises the most, IOI's loyalty centers. Wade has been found and picked up by his mates in the meantime. In a modified postal truck, each assists him in escaping, where he encounters Dato and Sho. IOI cracked the third challenge during this period and discovered that it leads to Castle Anorak on Planet Doom in the Oasis. The ultimate challenge is presented here, an Atari 2600 with all of the console's games, but only one will unlock the final key. Sorrento then activates the Orb of Asuvox, preventing anybody from entering the castle, while a number of Loyalty Center employees detonate explosive devices outside the front door. Wade tells each what he remembers about Sorrento's office in order to save Samantha, and the two of them create a digital double of the location, hijacking his web feed before he can return to the actual world. Samantha's workstation is revealed by Sorrento, and the group is able to free her. Knowing what IOI has done to the castle, she decides to remain in the facility and try to undo the orb. Wade and his allies then sent out a message across the oasis, informing everyone of Sorrento's actions and requesting that everyone who believes in justice come to Planet Doom to assist them. As Samantha succeeds to knock the orb's protection down, this results in a large number of people fighting IOI forces. She makes it outdoors and finds Wade, but not before Sorrento unleashes his Mechagodzilla armored suit on them. Both Ichi's Iron Giant persona and Dato's 60-second possession of a Gundam suit fail to make a dent in the huge entity. Samantha, on the other hand, manages to take out Sorrento with a Madball bomb hurled into his brain. Sorrento then goes on a maniacal rampage across his facility, convinced Samantha is present. Wade kills her character in the oasis to save her, and she flees outside, where she meets up with the others. Wade and Sho return to the game and make it to the last challenge. They are watching one of the Sixers play the game Adventure, which he wins, but then falls through ice. When Sorrento and IR0K arrive, Wade claims to know how to retrieve the final key. Sorrento makes Wade one last offer, but not before threatening to unleash the Cataclysm, a weapon that will wipe out every avatar on Planet Doom. Wade tries to stop the lunatic, but he accidentally activates the device. Wade discovers that he is still alive in the aftermath. The scent the curator gave him was apparently an extra life token. Wade then starts playing Adventure, and the Oasis starts broadcasting what he's up to. The purpose of the last challenge, according to Wade, is to uncover the game's hidden Easter egg. Anorak and the final crystal key are revealed as a result of this. IOI and its forces had located each in her truck at this point. Wade invites anyone in the vicinity to join them at the stacks. In the Oasis, he uses his keys to open a big door and is then given paperwork to sign, but he hesitates. This, according to Wade, is identical to when Halliday forced Morrow to sign over his firm shares. Anorak transforms into Halliday, and the chamber transforms into Halliday's childhood room when Wade refuses to sign. A secret button in the chamber can be activated to delete the entire Oasis. Wade also receives the Easter egg from Halliday, who tells him that while the virtual world can be entertaining at times, the actual world, and engaging with real people, is just as vital. The group makes it to the stacks, but not without being thrown off balance by Sorrento. When he notices the Easter egg in Wade's VR goggles, he almost murders them. The police arrive at this point and arrest Sorrento and F-Nail. Shortly later, Ogden Morrow and other Gregarious Games lawyers arrive, demanding Wade's signature. He maintains, however, that he wishes to share the award with his pals. Ogden also discloses that he was the curator, praising Wade's detective work. In the aftermath of the competition, Ogden joins them in directing the Oasis. They also prohibit any loyalty centers from operating in the Oasis, forcing IOI to shut them down. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the group turns off the Oasis, following Halliday's advice to get out into the real world. And that concludes the recap of this video. If you enjoyed this story recap and would like more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave us a comment on what movie you would like us to recap next. Thanks for watching Trending Viral Recaps. Have a great day.